Welcome to another episode of Slot Experiments. This time, it's about another episode of Where's My Bonus? Of course it's not going to be the same. I'll be using more aggressive approaches. Mainly extra bets. Let's begin with Sweet Bonanza 1000. The total cost of extra bet is 125%. And since the base game is much less volatile, I think there'll be more than 50% chance to get a discount. A discount means we hit the bonus before losing the amount of a bonus buy cost. As always, the boring part will be sped up. Here we go, our first bonus of the session. With a discount more than 50%, this is definitely a great start. One thing I dislike about Pragmatic is sometimes they require 4 scatters to trigger a bonus. This number should be 3, and if someone insists on 4 or more scatters are required to trigger a bonus, they need to write a 2,000-word essay to explain the reason behind it. My fault for not stopping the auto spin right after the bonus. The graph looks cool and good. But we all know 200% or higher RTP is not a sustainable situation. Brute force. It's like those Duel games, but we use X nudge here. Unfortunately no X ways here because this is not a ways game. The total cost of extra bet is 470%. Bonus freak is higher than 3%, and even with only 25 spins you have more than 50% chance of getting at least one bonus. Although I'm a big fan of Nolimit City, I had to say, those 2 scatter tease effect looks terrible. Not a super brute spins. But I'll take that. The first 25 spins are terrible. And we got this bonus on the 48th spin. As you can see I'm down 200x, and 3s bonus only cost 100x to buy. The overpay is more than 100% in this case. What's the highest I've got? Over 1000% overpay, about 1.5 years ago. This graph is not cool. Wait, what? Besides the 1 spin that hit the bonus, all other 47 spins are losses. Oops. Duel at Dawn by Hacksaw. There's a decent chance of getting a 4s. If you get a 3s after down 150x, that's a 50% overpay. But if you get a 4s after down 150x, it become a 25% discount instead. Luck is clearly not on my side this time. Down almost 200x, to get a 3s which is worth 100x. Not a great deal and wouldn't recommend. Golden Goose Mega Waves from BTG. Unfortunately, when it comes to BTG, the most aggressive approach one can do is the win exchange. But this will require a base game 25x win. I'd say on average you'll get a chance to win exchange once every half an hour. I consider myself very lucky to be able to trigger a bonus within 100 spins. Sometimes things are really time consuming and 2 hours without a bonus on BTG games happened to me a few times. It seems winning big from bonus on a BTG games is getting harder than before, regardless if it's a natural bonus or bonus buy. The Crypt from NLC. If you really want a bonus within 3 to 5 minutes, without buying it directly, extra bet might not be enough. But extra bet plus action spins is usually enough. Make sure to prepare enough bankroll to prevent your balance game over before the bonus arrives. 34.8 wagered. Got 1.91 back from the base game. So now all we can do is hope that it's a good bonus, otherwise we're done. Well, when using action spins, it's not easy to stop right after the bonus. Unless you close the game when the bonus ends. Pearl Harbor. Very underrated game. Well-rounded overall, except the base game big win animation is not ideal. Let's go for XBet plus 100%, this will comes with an approx 1 in 1000 chance of hitting the super bonus, which have a value of 712x. Although most of the time you'll get a 3s bonus, pretty cheap and not very volatile. So XBet plus 50% is also an option if you want a longer session. Oh no, a not so good 3S bonus, with the 4th scatter just 1 block outside the active area. So yeah, you want to have all 4 scatters being in the active area. Big base floats my boat. Since the bonus freak is very high, and base game volatility is not that high just like Sweet Bonanza, there's also a good chance we can score a discount. Extra scatter surprise, thanks. This one end up with little profit. Feels like this is another wrong day for me. Good ones leads to little profit, and bad ones leads to massive losses, which is a classical example of wrong betting. Royal Potato 2. Seems like a good deal, total cost per spin is 250%, but bonus freak is more than 600%. Oops. Ran out of balance pretty quick, huh? 1 second, gotta claim some of my unclaimed rewards and do some dice to refill my balance a bit. Unless I went wrong betting on dice again, which I'll have to do a redeposit then. Well, I'm back with slightly more than 150x of balance. Let's try that again. Oh man. Not again. Wrong betting gone really far today, huh? So what's wrong today? Usually the casino and the slot providers are good, they have little purpose to rig the game against a 20-cent player. It's also unlikely the casino can manipulate the slots because all those things happen on the provider's server. So the conclusion is the same as always, I ran into a skill issue, and this is like the 3,000th time this year. I actually had a pretty lucky session on Gamba a few days ago. I deposited like €25, did 10 spins and hit a 500x, then cash out almost €200 without any problem. Anyway, I'm back with more than €90. It seems USDC always works better for me comparing to USDT. So this time I should have 97.7% chance of getting at least one bonus before running out of balance. Well, according to my estimation. Well, here's your bonus, sir. Okay, I got the bonus, which is worth 100x, at a cost of losing like 500x meanwhile. Those deals are getting worse and worse, and this one is basically straight up daylight robbery. I'm also afraid of those late bonus, as they tend to perform poorly. Bad things can easily come in pairs, such as late bonus that went very crappy. A bonus that late actually paid me something. That's a surprise, and this is the 8th game of the video. So a balance of 500x should be enough to get 2 more bonus. I think so. Loner features another very aggressive way to chase the bonus, is XBet 2. Total cost per spin is 3,500%, which I prefer call it a super spin rather than extra bet spin. You can hit big wins without the bonus, if you can have infectious X ways doing the right thing. But it's much easier to land a bonus and hit big win from it. Pin the win. Worth 90x, but it can easily go wrong. Not suggested to go all in on a pin the win, unless you want a YOLO. Which I would recommend Tombstone No Mercy's Super Bonus, or Lucky Draw. Mission successfully went wrong again. 10th game of the video, also the last one, Pharaoh. If I somehow lose this entire balance without getting the bonus, I guess I need to contact Gamba Casino for a customized loss back reward based on my recent gameplay. Good news, this bonus is not a late one. Bad news, it still have a chance of being a crappy one. Maybe, just maybe, I can reduce this chance by a bit if I go for the second option. While I did get this bonus pretty fast, I'm still down after the bonus finishes. And here's the total result. Overpays can go pretty high, like 1 in 4 runs will lead to an overpay above 100%. Discount more than 100% is also possible, which is done by having a profit prior to first bonus, but this only happens like 1 in 10 runs. Yes, that's it for today's video and thanks for watching. Leave a like and maybe consider subscribing if you enjoyed.